Hey, so today I'm going to talk about me just distancing myself from people that I knew in the past. And I basically lost quite a bit of my friends in the past few years after I became a single dad. So my name is Tony. I'm a single dad. I'm just documenting my journey. I have two kids. And I just want to talk about how things change in terms of all my friends in the past. And what happened was that after becoming a single dad, my life definitely got unnoticed, meaning that I really have to focus on what am I going to do with my life in order to improve so that I can take care of my kids, so that I'm making more money, so that I'm on top of my health, and just so on and so forth. And that really took a lot of time away from my friends or just hang out with them. And on top of that, what happened was just my path to growth just expedited. Like I needed to grow. I needed to become a better person. And if my friends were not on the same path as me, meaning that maybe say for example, and some of my friends they had been at the same job for like 5 years, over 5 years, making the same type of pay and just being complacent. And I'm just like, I cannot hang around with that, right? Because after separation, I just became a lot more ambitious. I want to get promotions. I want to get pay raises. I want to get new type of jobs. And that's exactly what happened in the past 3 years. I got the most paid I've ever been this year as of right now. And like it was crazy because when I got separated within a year, I just hustled like crazy and I got promotions, I got bonuses, and my money just kept going up and up and up. And so when I looked at my friends, some of my friends, and they were just not growing, they were just complacent at their job. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You've been telling me that you're trying to get a promotion. What have you been doing? You've been telling me that you want to get paid more. Have you been applying for jobs? Have you updated your resume? And so like when I confront my friends, it just they don't have any excuses. Instead, they make more excuses why they can't do it, right? Even though they want to. And I cannot be around people like that no more, right? Anyone that drags me down or is not growth oriented or is just complacent, I cannot be around. My tolerance level for people that just doesn't help me grow in any type of way, whether it's health, wealth, relationship, like I cannot be around. Like my tolerance level has dramatically went down, dramatically, right? And there's that saying that you are the five people you hang around with or you spend time with. And I really took that to heart. I really start to shift who I hang around with or who I talk to more or who I, even content wise, who I look at or who I'm paying attention to. And it really does change how I think or how I act or how I am. So, for example, one of my big role models after separation was Alex Hormozy. And he's all big on entrepreneurship. I even got 3 of his books on my shelf right here. And so that's entrepreneurial wise, I just started working harder on my business. And that mindset, I needed to be around more people that was business oriented. I need to network with people that were more business oriented. And Alex Hormozy is all about working hard, about working nonstop, about being around people. Like he's also the one that keeps emphasizing that you're gonna lose your friends because you're simply changing. And that's exactly what happened to me. I became a single dad. I started changing. I started to have different goals, very ambitious goals, might I add. Like I'm trying to raise 2 little girls. I'm trying to start my own business. I'm trying to invest my money in like investments and have it compound. I'm investing in education. I spent thousands of dollars on mentors, courses, education. Like I spent tons of money. Like while my friends are out partying or watching movies or buying video games, I'm over here like trying to spend on ways that I can increase my skill level. So it's just very completely different path from my friends. And maybe some of my friends are even watching this right now. So they probably know who I'm talking about if I have not talked to them for a bit. But it's just in general, I really try to change who I talk to a lot. And on top of that, as I mentioned before, my tolerance level has went so low. Like I get so annoyed now when someone complains about life. And I catch myself doing it every now and then. So when someone's complaining about something, I catch myself complaining along with them. I was like, man, because I do my morning journals and I just try to remember like what I did in the past day or what I did in earlier in the morning. And it's just I write down, oh man, I was complaining with this person about X, Y, and Z. I do not want to complain going forward, right? Or I don't want to vent or anything like that. Like I just every time I complain or vent or be negative, it just doesn't help me in any type of way. So I cannot be around people that are like that. So what's also weird is that over time, like it's not like it was like a hard cut off with my friend. It just slowly dissipated over time. Like the friendship just slowly went away. So I didn't really even have to do nothing. They just know that I'm a single dad. They just know that I'm a single dad now, and that I'm just working on myself and doing myself. And I tell people I'm always busy anyway, and for the most part, they do understand it. So I just don't go out as much anymore. And quite honestly, I really don't miss it because I every time I do go out, I feel really guilty that instead of working on my business, I'm over here watching a movie, or instead of exercising, I'm playing video games, or I always feel busy when I'm not doing something productive, right? And what's so cool though is that when I work on my business, I actually have a lot of fun doing it. When I create content, I actually have a lot of fun doing it. There are some aspects of business and creating content I don't like, but for the most part, I think that is worthwhile doing and I enjoy it, right? Like I have come a long way when it comes to creating content. I have come a long way when I'm learning about business. I got my first clients and I'm going to continue that, right? I'm going to be learning a lot more and I'm going to challenge myself. And so one of the things that I did now is that I have made more friends that are more on a similar path than I am. So I have made friends with other single dads as well, who's going through parenting and co-parenting and even contracting, because that's what I'm doing right now. So like I have a lot in common with the new friends that I have, and they're all online, right? Because it's hard for me to go out when I'm watching the kids all the time. So locally, it's hard to make friends. But online is very easy to find people that are similar to you and just to make friends that way. And the way I met these friends was on the Single Dad Facebook group. I just simply tell people, hey, I'm a single dad. I have 2 kids. I am looking for some accountability groups, people where we could meet up weekly and we just talk about our goals and challenges. And tons of people replied to that. You'd be very surprised. A lot of people replied to that. And now, and I put a lot of effort into this because I was messaging everybody saying, hey, you got time for one-on-one just to make sure we're on the same path and we have the same values and stuff like that. So I was messaging each person one-to-one. I think I messaged like over 50 people because a lot of people responded. And now it came all the way down to like 4 people that now I meet up on a weekly basis for 1 hour. And each of us for like 10 to 15 minutes just talk about whatever we have on our mind. And it has been incredible talking to these guys. They have helped me a lot tremendously. They help me make more money. They help me how to co-parent better. They help me with raising the kids better. Like just because we all had different devices and we all are going through something similar. So it's very easy for us to give each other advices and then we could take in that feedback. And what's even cooler is that we challenge each other, meaning that maybe one guy has a different point of view and another guy has a different point of view. And so then the person would choose which one they think is best, or they could try both advice. So it's really cool getting that perspective from different single dads. But my point is that I have made new friends that have helped me, and it's further proof that if you hang around people that are on a better path or similar paths, it's gonna help you grow, right? And so that's the single dad wise. Now my next step this year in 2026 is to find people that are more business oriented and just really hang around with them as much as possible. And so I'm going to join the Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to go to more networking events if time allows, because that's the hard part with raising kids is do I have the time to go out there? Because in the past, when I tried to go to a networking event that was in the morning, it was very difficult because I had to take care of the kids in the morning or I had to take them to the bus. Now, some Chamber of Commerce does happen right after the kids are dropped off at school, but then I have to work. But luckily, I work remotely, so I might use that advantage to start going to networking event. And I just got to make sure that at work, everything's on time, everything's ready, so that they don't need me in the morning. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to make that work. But I really want to be more around people that are better than me. Like obviously, Chamber of Commerce, I'm pretty sure people have been there for years, and they are business oriented because Chamber of Commerce is basically a business oriented. Around a community. So I'm going to join that. I'm going to join the Asian Chamber of Commerce because obviously I'm Asian. And I'm just going to start promoting my services. And I'm going to try to help out as many people as possible. Because my goal with networking is to add value as much as possible. I want to, hey, how can I help you? How can I help you? And eventually, hopefully, they will need my help in terms of my services and email marketing. And then I could support, and then they could support me and I could earn their business or something like that, right? So I'm just trying to figure out people who are smarter than me or mentors, what can I offer them in terms of value so that I can network with them and then hopefully make friends that way as well. So that is one of my goals actually this year, is to build better relationship with people who have done what I want to do. So basically people who have successful businesses, people who are email marketing, and also just be a part of my community business wise. Like what can I offer other local businesses when it comes to my skill set or my expertise? And email marketing, any business could use that. So I think I could help a lot of business. Now I just gotta put myself out there, right? Like that's the main thing. I need to put myself out there. I need to shake more hands. I need to promote myself more. And the only way I'm gonna do that is to actually go to these events. And I have to stop making the excuse that the kids are preventing me from going to these events, right? Now, while the kids, because I have them most all the time and I'm always busy with them, I got to find a way around it, right? If I want to be around other people who are doing better than I am, I have to find a babysitter. I know there's something called play care, I think, where you could drop them off for like an hour or two. I don't know how safe I feel about doing that, but I'm gonna look more into that and see if I could try that out. And maybe I could try to get my family to babysit, but then they live very far away. So that's another hard thing. So it's something that I'm trying to still figure out, but it's one of my goals. And I think I will succeed in that. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think I've lost a lot of my friends in the past who I know since high school. And I don't necessarily regret it at all. Like I have no regrets because I'm just such on a different path right now. And I make no excuses that like I just cannot hang out with you anymore. I cannot hang out with people who are not crushing it or who are too complacent or who complains all the time. Like I am very ambitious right now. I'm very optimistic right now, and I do not need anybody dragging me down to their level. I just can't, right? And I can't afford to, and I don't want to. And I love what's so cool. I love seeing my kids. They know how hard I'm working in terms of the business, in terms of content, in terms of everything, in terms of my health, because I exercise a lot too. And they are motivated by that. They are excited about that. My older one, who's 8 years old, asks me questions about it all the time. And I love talking to her about it because I want her to be an entrepreneur too. I want her to not work a 9-to-5 job like I am. I do not want them to be in the rat race of not working a 9-to-5 job. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, overall, I'm going to make some new friends. I'm going to be networking a lot more. And I think it's going to be a very great year. I'm very optimistic. And so that's my spiel. Like and subscribe if you got some value from this video and help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. My name is Tony. And check out this next video on the end screen if you want to see more of my journey.